Hello, dear students. I am Professor A.G. Sabre from Residential Junior College, Ahmednagar. First of all, I welcome all of you in the first year of your junior college life. I congratulate all of you for having admission in such a reputed educational institution in Ahmednagar district. You have passed your SSC exams with good marks and choose commerce faculty which has a bright future. There are various career options like CA, CS, CWA, BBA, MBA, banking sector, entrepreneurship development, lawyer and many more available through commerce faculty. So, I welcome all of you in our first video lecture of subject Organization of Commerce and Management. Due to current pandemic situation, our Samstha is conducting online or virtual teaching learning program very effectively for their students since July 2020. Let us start with our first chapter, that is Introduction of Commerce and Business. Students, if I ask you what do you mean by business? Many of the students give answer that business means purchasing or selling or buying and selling. But students, the concept of business is not only limited for buying and selling, but it is a wider concept that we will be learning through this chapter. Before that, we start with economic and non-economic activities. Students, let us discuss some human activities. As soon as sun rises, human activities get started. Bathing, taking breakfast, cooking, getting ready for school or college, singing, dancing, walking, running, watching TV, playing and many more. That means these activities are unlimited. Think student, by doing any of these activities, can anybody get money? No. No one earns money when these activities are done for daily routine or for hobby. But on the other hand, when a singer sings a song in a program, he will be paid for it. That means he earns money by doing that activity. Let us see another example. When mother cooks food and serves us, she do not expect money from us. But when a cook cooks food in a hotel and serves us, we have to pay for that food which we ate in hotel. Students, that means when a human being do any activity as his hobby or to carry his day-to-day life, he cannot receive money for it. That activity is called as non-economic activity. And when he conducts any activity in exchange of money or money is worth, it is called as economic activity. Are you getting non-economic activities and economic activities? Okay, let us discuss the economic activities. These economic activities are classified as business, profession and employment. Now, first we will learn the first economic activity as business. Business is that part of economic activity which is concerned with the production and distribution of goods and services. Students, that means business is not only related to buying and selling but also to production. Means actual making of goods are also treated as a business. Business includes production as well as distribution of goods and services. Understood? First, goods are produced at factory place and then these goods are available in the market through various distributors for fulfilling the needs of the customers. Let us see the definition of business. Professor Hane defined business as business activities are all those human activities which are directed towards the production and processing of wealth. Second definition, according to Professor Pride, Hughes and Kapoor, the organized efforts of individual to produce and sell for a profit the goods and services that satisfy the society's needs. With the help of these two definitions, we come to know that business is an activity that carries production and distribution of goods, and one can carry this activity for earning money and acquiring wealth, as well as by producing and distributing these goods and services. They satisfies human wants. Now, with the help of these definitions, we can discuss the characteristics or features of business. Number 1, an economic activity. Being one can engage in doing business for earning money, business is an economic activity. Nobody is conducting business as his hobby. He earns money for his livelihood. So, business is an economic activity. Number 2, two parties. Students, if businessmen, that is producers, produces products as well as distributors make these goods available in the market, but there is nobody to purchase these goods, is the buying and selling process been completed? No, buying and selling is not completed. That means to complete the business activity, it requires participation of two parties. One is buyer and another is seller. Getting, students? Okay, number 3, profit motive. Being business is an economic activity, whatever earnings earns by businessman, that earning is called as his profit. Profit is essential to conduct smooth flow of business activity. Profit earning is the basic motive of business organization. More and more profit will help the business organization to create goodwill or reputation of business firm. Number 4, production of goods and services. Business is concerned with production of goods and services. Whatever goods are available in the market for consumption, they are produced first at the production center. That means producers are producing goods for selling them and for earning profit. Number 5, exchange of goods and services. Business always involves exchange of goods and services with money or money's worth. For example, when you go to stationery shop for purchasing notebook, you give money to shopkeeper and in exchange of that you get notebook. In case of services, you can move by auto rickshaw from your home to college. That means you are enjoying transport service, and for that you pay some charges to that auto driver. Sometimes when goods and services are exchanged with some other goods and services, then it is called as barter exchange. For example, buying vessels by giving old clothes. Number 6, dealings in goods and services. Every business transaction is concerned with either goods or services. In the absence of goods and services, business cannot take place. The goods involved in a business transaction may be consumer goods like tea, milk, pen, pencil, or capital goods like machinery, plant, furniture, etc. Services created for business purpose are intangible. For example, transport, banking, insurance, etc. Number 7. Continuity in dealings. When buying and selling activity is carried continuously, then only it is treated as a business. No single buying and selling activity is treated as a business. It is a transaction only. For example, when a person sold his old scooter to anybody, it is a transaction, but not a business. But on the other hand, when a dealer sells scooters through his showroom regularly, it is called as a business. Number 8. Uncertain returns. The earning through business is called as profit. In business activity, the returns are uncertain and not fixed. It depends upon the sale of business. When sale increases, returns also increases. 9th feature, element of risk. Every business has the possibility of incurring loss during its operations, which is known as risk. Business is started with the intention of earning profit, then also the chances of risk exist. No business can be completely free from the risk. The intensity of the risk may be less or more, but risk cannot be avoided because there are many factors like change in fashion, competition level, natural calamities which are beyond the limit of businessman. Number 10. Customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is the ultimate aim of business. This customer satisfaction can be possible by providing quality of products at reasonable prices to customers, which will be helpful for growing business by increasing number of customers or retaining customers. Students, these all are the features or characteristics of the concept of business. Hope you understood it well. Thank you. Stay home and study from home safely.